Axis eliminated.
What goes down,
Allies win.
which means CITRONS takes the bit. Now let's see. What side are we getting from them? By the way, current itself not yet. Let's hear who do you think is going to win? Not just this match, but everything. Let's hear people's voice. Let's hear everything. I am not gonna give you my vote. I am not gonna reveal my own opinion about it. So you're gonna be left in the dark. That's just the way it is. But let's hear you guys first. Maybe I will tell you later. Just wait. Actually, no. I will not reveal it. I've thought about it, but you're never gonna know who I think is gonna win. But I do wanna know what chat teams gather here. Surely there's opinions. Let me fix that. If this helps a bit, hopefully it does. I am sure I can do it on this side. Hopefully let's see. Okay. It does kind of make sense. Well, thing is, give me feedback on how it is right now. Hopefully it should be better. I adjusted both the mic a bit and the game. Hopefully. Give me feedback now. Now. Thankfully the guys are still readying up for quarantine. Our first map of the day. All right. The map itself is also starting. So let's head into the action. In the meanwhile, if you have any problems with the volume, please do tell me. I will be listening in to you guys the whole time. I have chat open, so if you think there's any problem with the stream, then feel free to tell me. And yes, we do have delay. I can confirm you that. And I can also confirm that we have the first kill of the tournament. Dudek taking down Isera. We also have the shotgun, doing some damage to CITRONS. Oh, that is an unlucky team kill from the FLS side. So now we have a 4v4. Dudek with a second kill. CITRONS having a bit of a fight with the shotgun, but the shotgun always prevails in this range. We have a 2v2 situation. Bomb has been planted on the B side. Picks now left into 2 versus 1 situation.
Axis eliminated.
And he goes
Allies
down,
win.
leaving CITRONS with the first round. Score is 1-0 for the attackers. Let's see what he's gonna do with the sniper. Fortunately, he's not gonna find anybody. So let's follow the shotgun here of Heretic, who's gonna find picks on the other side. Maybe the sniper. We're seeing them push up in a bit. Grenades ready. Lining it up. Starting to clear everything methodically. And there goes Pix with the first kill. And now the shotgun is out. Pix with a second kill. And now looking for that cheeky sniper. The only player remaining in front of him. But he runs away, leaving Pix with 2 kills. Let's see what's happening here. We have 35 seconds left. But the American side is still slowly into every corner, making sure they are not gonna get backstabbed. 2 versus 5, 2 versus 4. Duda going down, and Craven going down. We have 10 seconds left on the clock. And now it's a 3 versus 1. Isera unfortunately has no time left to find the bomb. And there we go. 1-1 is the score. Unfortunately cannot get a weapon from the Axis. So he's gonna leave with just an M1. I will note that I should give approximately 15% more of mic volume, but let's not touch it. Or maybe I adjusted it a tiny bit. Hopefully it's gonna be better. Feel free to give me feedback on everything throughout the day, and we'll see what we can do. 1 minute 20 left. Keikaku gets the first kill. Heretic is out, which means CITRONS is left without a shotgun for the rest of this round. It's like we're heading for a B push again. However, we still have picks. here with the shotgun. Let's see if he's ready. Minus 80. Almost getting a kill, but it's not quite enough. Let's see what the shotgun can do. Ice arrow goes down. Big following. 4 versus 3. And there we go. Picks again with another kill. His shotgun is really explosive today. And even fight goes down, which means the Axis team gets their second round on the board. 4 players left alive. And there we go. As you can see, Pix is now infused with the power of the Thompson, which means this player is gonna be even deadlier than ever. 2-1 is our score right now. Let's follow Peikoku for a bit. But it looks like all the action is on the A side. All the American players are focusing their efforts on A side right now. We could be looking at some action here. Dudek to the cheeky peek. Gets fight. And then pulls back a tiny bit. But still wants to make sure that door is defended. And now we have stranded on B side, goes down. And now we can get the bomb plant. There we go, Pix with another kill. Let's see how they can handle this 2 versus 3, and now it's 2 versus 2. Bomb is down on B side. And now the planter is out. Which means we only have a 2 M1s defending that bomb from being defused. Let's see, Dudek in a 2 versus 1. There we go. Gets the kill. Let's see if he can find Isera. He still has 25 seconds left. And let's see how he plays it. Make sure that his feet doesn't stick out, but unfortunately, there's a grenade. And now he has to go all in, but Isera was looking for that jump. 2-2 is our new score. If CITRONS can keep this momentum up, then we could be looking at some trouble here. If we're talking about the Axis. This map is definitely defender-oriented. Once again, the shotguns are very close to another standoff. Both Pix and Heretic. Looking at the angle, none of them want to push right now. Maybe we're looking at another lineup from the American side. Let's see once again. Beautiful lineup with the grenades. And now, let's see if Pix can counter that. We're looking at the American push once again. Pix getting a bit of damage, and now he's low. There we go. Both players going down, and now we also have Craven going down 2 versus 5, and the bomb is now planted. Dudek and War Dancer left from the Axis side, and now it's only War Dancer left. 1v4 gets a car, but unfortunately there's a grenade, and the shotgun coming to finish him off. 3-2 is our new score, with the Americans taking the lead. So you guys think we should add a bit gamma? We'll make sure we do that before the next match. By the way, once again, if you think there's any kind of problem with the stream, mic too low, audio too low, anything, feel free to tell me in chat, and we'll fix it real quick. Also, just to make sure, give me feedback on how the mic is right now compared to the game. Looks like another B push. The shotgun of Pix infringed on the side, and unfortunately getting one kill. He also gets himself eliminated by his own hand. And now we have the bomb going down. Sarah looking for any cheeky lurkers, but looks like we won't have any this time. There we go. War Dancer getting a kill. And now there's only one player left. Everything is up to Isera to make sure nobody defuses the bomb in time. And he goes down. This is War Dancer getting 3 kills. Which means we are looking at 3-3. These guys really don't want to get away with the score, do they? Plenty of time to pick up any weapons from the ground, and as I can see,
explosives diffused.
we have an extra MP4,
Axis
MP44, and 2 M1s in the hands of the Axis. Just saying, thank you guys for the feedback, but let's make sure that everyone can participate in the chat, so please make sure we speak English here. I know there's a Hungarian majority here in the chat right now, but let's make sure we talk in English. Thank you guys. Also, we have 1 player down each side, 4 versus 4. And we still have 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Also, the bomb is getting planted. Pix gets the shotgun of CITRONS. Pix is now the first player with 10 kills in this match. And he could be looking at his 11th if the Americans decide. Pix really is shining with that shotgun on B. Now War Dancer trying to see where the enemy is, but he doesn't know that he has a very, very cheeky scope under him. Nobody knows anything about the other side. And there we go. War Dancer. We're almost going down. And the Americans are deciding on an A plant with 10 seconds left. He quite barely gets the bomb down, but goes down to War Dancer. 3 versus 2. The Axis now has the advantage. However, time is not on their side anymore. The bomb is down. 45 seconds left. And now Peacock and War Dancer are down. And let's see what Pix can do with a shotgun. He's got 35 seconds left and 2 players to eliminate. There we go. That is the first one. But unfortunately, the crossfire gets him, which means the Americans have won their 4th round, taking the lead once again. But as we can see, FLS could just as easily equalize. Are you sure you still want me to put some volume on the mic? I'm looking at some dangerous territory here. Looking at my settings. In the meanwhile, we've got another B push, which means Pix is looking down the arch. You can hear them in the vicinity. The smoke is covering them. There you go. We have two players trying to sneak in, but Pix gets them. Let's see if we can get the other one. There we go. Which means we are looking at the only American player left in this round, who goes down to War Dancer. And like I said, 4-4. They have tied up the score once again. Neither side can get away with the score. Looks like the Americans this time are opting for an A push. Everyone taking their positions, and we could... Let's see what Craven is doing. He knows someone is there, but can he get the kill is the question. Meanwhile, in Cafe, we had a few rounds exchanged. There we go. A grenade going to Craven, but unfortunately misses. And now Fight himself with the scope going into A alone right now. Everyone else concentrating on Cafe in the middle. Here you can see War Dancer once again entrenched on the upper floor. And now we're looking at Heretic sneaking up on him. Dudek goes down. First one to get eliminated. And there we go. War Dancer is out. 3 versus 4. Americans have Cafe. And now they are free to check out either plant from this place. "25 seconds left, and Icer gets Peikaku, which means B is completely exposed. Let's see what Pix can do from here. Deadly combo. Oh, the shotgun Thompson with a grenade. Now we have a 3 versus 2. 50 seconds left on the clock, and Pix gets a second kill. This man is on fire. Craven gets a kill himself as well, which means Heretic is the only one to try to stop the Axis push. And there we go. Pix gets another kill. 4 kills in this round. This man is definitely on fire, as you can see. 17-5 is his stat right now.
Explosives diffused.
There we go.
Win.
Game itself confirming it to us. Only the star player of this side, at least. Let's see how they will do on the second one. 5-4 is our score. Americans once again with a huge push on A. But as you can see, we are on quarantine, which means everyone is going to play very safe, very slowly. A lot of corners, a lot of places to clear. A lot of places to hide in. Let's see if Craven can get the kill. Unfortunately gets killed himself, which means the Americans are at the advantage. There we go. Dudek could be looking at a potential frag. Now you have his elbow. Couldn't get the frag though. There we go. He's in trouble. Fight with a cheeky no-scope gets him. Instead, 2 versus 4. Now the bomb plant is halted. The War Dancer is up in Cafe once again. There we go. The Americans are now on the run. Heretic and Nitrix get
Allies win.
1 kill each, and this means that we have a 5-5 score on our hands. This is insane how many rounds they are getting. And I thought we could be looking at a defender-oriented score as well, not just the map. But no, CITRONS have taken 5 rounds. Craven is the first one to go down this time. Oh, Dudek with the cheeky MG. Gotis goes down. But unfortunately, that nade will not hit anybody. Biggs gets a kill himself. Heretic, unfortunately, is not going to find anybody here, but let's see if the cafe players will look down. Nope. Beikaku goes down, which means B is once again unguarded. The next player is almost caught in the middle of the street, but instead, Heretic goes down. Sarah as well, leaving Fight alone with a scope and a Thompson. 45 seconds left on the clock. Almost finds Ward answer. And now the Hungry Wolves are looking for their last frag. Let's see if they, oh my. Fight with an aggressive push. Ward answer is out. 1 versus 2 situation. And he's got 25 seconds to do something. Either kill those last 2 or make sure the bomb is planted to give himself some time. 10 seconds left, but unfortunately, Pix is there to finish him off. There we go. 6-5 for the Axis. Pix is now 20-6. Nobody's even close to his score right now. He's really shining with that shotgun in this match. Now we are looking at a mid push for the Axis. However, the Americans are opting, oh my, with a triple kill. Pix is defending that arch with his life. You cannot go through this, man. And he gets another kill. I'm sorry. It is stolen by Dudek. Still, 4 kills. 4 incredible kills. 7-5. Heading into the attacker side. Now let's see how CITRONS can defend this. A little bit of a strategy thought, I'm guessing. They have 1 minute 20 seconds before they are forced to continue. And it looks like we're continuing. Not much to talk about, they said. Just press F so we can see who wins the map. Right now, FLS is in the lead, but we do have to note that Karen 10 is defender-oriented by default. First grenades going out, and that means Nitrix is the first one. Big's getting another one. Huge American push towards B side, and now we see the Axis flocking in. A lot of kills from both sides, but in the end, Heretic is left alone, who gets finished out by Dudek. 8-5, very fast round for this map. That was a very, very clear attack from them. Hopefully we're going to see more of this. Let's see. Once again, going for the B push. A bit slower this time, but still pushing. There we go. Fight on the MG gets a kill. Beikaku is out. Fight with a second kill. And now to that. Oh my god. What is Fight even doing? This man is insane. Look at that. All 3 players going down to the MG. that is a cheeky, cheeky position to play, especially with just a scope. But as you can see, White had no problem with that. 8-6. Surprising defense. And once again, FLS coming into the B site like a freight train. And now Dudek himself looking to plant the bomb. Nate's coming in. Almost gets caught out. And there we go. Heretic gets him instead. And now War Dancer is out of commission. 2 versus 4. And they have 55 seconds left before the bomb explodes. And now we see 2 versus 3. Peikoku left alone, unfortunately. And now let's see how the American scope can handle this situation. They don't know anything about his position. However, the bomb is being defused and he doesn't know about it. There we go. Bomb has been defused.
Axis win.
Very unfortunate situation. And he also leaves this round without an additional weapon for his team. 8-7 is our score. And yes, Pix is still getting those cheeky kills. 27-8. Craven with the first grenade kill. Americans looking towards mid garden. Almost getting caught out. Now retreats. And there we go. Icer gets a kill. Dudek is out. 4-4. 1 minute 20 seconds left for the Americans to decide which place to attack. Icer with a second kill. War Dancer is out. But 2 most important weapons are still in play for the Americans. Both the shotgun and the scope are in. So anything can happen. And looks like we are going to see an A push. Let's hope they can get on the site so we can see something. Some beautiful action once again from Pix. Hopefully the 30th kill in this round. Maybe. Checking every position. Icera himself hearing that. Giving the info to his team. They didn't know who's in the cellar. There we go. The Americans are pushing in on the A side. 10 seconds left on the clock, and now we have Icera and Nitrix left to defuse the bomb. There's a fight going on in Garden. And now Icera is the only hope left. Misses the shot. Tries to get a kill, but unfortunately gets caught out under the tank. There you go. 9-7. Americans are still in the lead. Let's see where they decide to go this time. Looks like a slower approach. Everyone's just going into a default position, waiting to see which side pushes. And there we see a push. Pix is going down, which means the Americans are left without a shotgun. Here's the second player, but gets caught out. Dudek flies in like a hawk. And now 4 versus 4. Let's see what's going to happen here. Both sides are taking a cautious approach. We still have a minute left, so they can afford to do it. Dudek is the first one. Going a bit more aggressive on his approach, but gets noticed. immediately retreats to safety, which means that we are left without a kill for some time. Let's see what they can do in mid garden. We have 35 seconds left. Unfortunately, Pikachu goes down, which means their scope cannot help them anymore. There you go. Durek catches fight. 3 versus 3. And let's see what Icera can do. There's a kill from each side. 2 versus 2 remaining. Durek is the only player left.
Allies eliminated.
Heretic gets him as
Axis
well.
win.
9-8 is our score, which means the Axis players are catching up. There you go, first grenades coming in. Craven gets a kill himself. American push in mid garden once again. Let's see if the scope can find someone. There we go. Looks like they get a bit scared by that scope, and one back to safety. Looks like the Americans are not taking any chances, just going for safety peeks. Never mind that. Picks once again, taking the first approach. Let's see how he clears it. There we go. There's a potential victim in the form of Icera. 3 versus 5. And now we have White and Heretic left. The scope expanded left alone on B side. Let's see how Heretic in last place. 2 versus 1 remaining.
Axis eliminated.
Pix catches him
Allies
instead,
win.
which means we are looking at a 10th round for FLS. Let's see these kill cams. Beautiful double kill from Fight. But unfortunately wasn't enough this time. First grenades coming out once again. Beko gets the first kill. And now CITRONS has no scope left for the remainder of this round. Let's follow Pix once again, as he's going towards a bomb site. With Heretic under him. Does he know? Who is going to blink first is the question we have right now. It looks like Pix is the one that gets caught in this situation. No shotgun remaining for the attackers. And with 1 minute on the clock, Nitrix gets a kill. 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2, as Beikaku is out. Wardancer trying to lurk. Get somebody off guard. There we go. Nitrix is out himself. Let's see if the grenade finds anybody there. There we go. Now we know there's a player. But unfortunately it's a shotgun.
Axis
And now Craven
win.
is out himself with 10-9. This is a crazy match, I have to say. Neither side can get away with the score too much. Both teams struggling on the defense. This match could be anybody's at this point, but it looks like the Americans are coming up. Get caught out by the Axis players. 1 minute 30 left, and we only have 1 American left, which is the scope. I was going to slow down a bit, trying to catch people off guard instead of trying to push. Could be the wiser choice. Now let's see if he can find the shotgun next to him. There we go, on no scope.
Allies eliminated.
But unfortunately wasn't enough,
Axis
as it
win.
was only a tag. And now 10-10 is our score. Which means once again, it is tied up by CITRONS. Seeing that these teams just cannot get away with the score, I would say that at this point, we could be looking at a potential overtime. Again, the Americans slowing down, checking every corner very slowly. And now, heading into mid garden, Goatis gets the first frag. They are very afraid of that shotgun. Let's see if they can find him before the shotgun finds them instead. Oh my. And there we go. Unlucky timing from Pixis Partis. He goes down to Goatis. And now Heretic getting a kill himself as well. Raven trying to defuse the situation, but goes down. Leaving Craven in a 1 versus 3. And he's only got 40 seconds left. Caught in a triangle, but doesn't know it himself yet. 25 seconds left, surrounded by enemies. Unsure of their positions. If he wants to do something in this round, he better do it quick, as we only have 10 seconds left. There we go. Unfortunately, cannot plant the bomb anymore, which means we are looking at an 11th round for the Axis. And also 2 more weapons for their inventory. First round of grenades coming. Anybody getting caught out? Nope. Not this time. The Americans once again slowing down. That aggressive push looks like was meant only for the first few rounds. And now the stakes are high as we are getting closer to map point. There you go, War Dancer. Finding the scope, and let's see if the grenade lands. Doesn't hit. The scope retreats to the safety of their spawn. And now War Dancer himself. Let's see if he can find anybody here. There we go. Gets a frag onto Nitrix. 4 versus 4 and 50 seconds left. The player's very much concentrated in the middle garden. There we go. Craven gets another kill. With Bakeku following up, which means the scope is left alone in the 1 versus 4. And they are coming towards him. There you go. First kill. But unfortunately doesn't connect the no-scope as War Dancer kills him instead, which makes the score 11-11. Cannot even believe what is happening here. Picks himself has slowed down, as you can see. He still hasn't gotten his 30th kill yet. These last few rounds haven't been the most gracious to him. And War Dancer rushing up to the middle section. Checking to see if anybody is pushing up from mid garden, but looks like nobody's gonna meet him here. There you go, Heretic with the first kill. Durek is out. The Americans are down one man. Picks himself. Going towards A once again, which is defended by Heretic. Let's see who blinks first in this situation. And there we go. Big's trying to get to the other side. But Heretic finds him instead. Which means the Americans are left without a shotgun once again. And now they only have 50 seconds left. And let's see if Wardancer and Nitrix find each other again. Shots being exchanged, but nothing connecting. Meanwhile, we have Craven and Fight going down. And Nitrix knows it's wiser to just retreat with the man advantage. There we go, Wardancer is out, which means we only have one scope left, who is sneaking around, but unfortunately doesn't have a lot of time left. 15 seconds, there we go, one kill, 1 versus 3 remaining.
Allies eliminated.
But unfortunately, Icer gets him
Axis
before he
win.
can find him with the MG, which means we are at map point for CITRONS, 12-11, and there we have a timeout called in from the Americans. Better make sure they get into the last round with a delicate strategy, I would say. Maybe we will see an aggressive push once again, just like we did in the first few rounds. I'm just seeing the message. DX7 is the only thing we can use here, unfortunately. For now. We will check that out later, but all you need to know is it's not without a reason. So let me see the scores on the other matches. In these few moments of rest. By the way, tell me once again, how's the audio? Is it good? Is it not? Give me feedback. I know I will only see it in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes approximately, but just tell me how the audio is. Is it better? Do I still need to adjust anything? Tell me. We are still looking for feedback on that. I will increase it a very, very tiny bit. And now we are heading into the very last, potentially the very last round of this match. But the last round of regular time for sure. And there we go. The Americans are once again opting for an aggressive fast push onto B. With Bix now going down to Icera, who gets a double. And there we go, 3 Americans down. Craven gets 1 kill, 2 versus 4. So the guys are slowing down, knowing that they are down 2 men compared to the Axis side. Let's see if they can find each other. Unfortunately, Nitrix is not there. And now they have heard that jump, knowing that Craven is up there. Oh my. Thankfully that didn't connect. That would have been a disaster for that last round. especially knowing that they are down 1 round. They have 40 seconds left. And they are now slowly inching towards that B bomb site. Let's see if they can at least plant the bomb without getting hit by anything. There you go. Contact between the players. And now Craven goes down 13-11. CITRONS taking the first win. And there we go. Unfortunately for Pix,